For the past 2 weeks, I've been taking the creative engineering course with Mark Rober. You'd know him as the glitter bomb guy. And I've really learned a lot, and I've decided I'm going to document the rest of it on video and go back to my first project and show me where he went. So we started out with brainstorming, which I'll show more of that in my second project. But in this case, I'm testing little prototypes of a cheese board that's going to advance your cheese so that it slices evenly. And so I cut the gears out, and I had 3 different gears and narrowed it down to which one I liked the best. And then I mocked up using some thin board that I had in my classroom. I mocked up a version of it to just make sure that it was going to work. And I was really happy with these results. And so as you can see, you got the board's going to 2-piece board, and it's going to slide forward, and the gear little cam will pull it forward, and it worked good. So in the next video, I'll show you the next prototype. Okay, this is the amount of scrap I generated to cut my first prototype, and pretty happy with how it came out, but there was a lot of trial and error. You can see it ratchets nicely. I'm happy with how it ratchets. The slicing of the cheese was not very good. I need to work on that. I'm going to go, I want to put a wire in there, but the handles were too flimsy. The next handles will be sturdier. The ratcheting action, I had to hold it with my finger, and it wasn't very reliable on the ratcheting, so I need to work on some sort of spring mechanism or something to make the ratcheting mechanism back up. But for a first prototype, I'm pretty darn happy with it. Okay, this is the final prototype for the course, and there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is the ratcheting works really well, and the finger placing worked good for stopping the ratcheting, so I decided to embrace it and engrave a place finger here on it. And I'm really happy with how the mechanism works. Instead of using an elastic, I came up with a little counterweight system where I just engraved a little balloon on the tip of the ratcheting mechanism, and that worked perfectly. It forwarded it the amount I wanted it to, and I was just very, very happy with that. As for the cutting of the cheese, I did switch to a wire, but I snapped 3 wires and I had none left. So to just get the final version done for now, I went back to the wooden slicer. But when I get time and put wire back in, I think it will work quite well.